Judah Hanassi also taught oral traditions. They have been handed down for generations. At the beginning of the 3rd century, Abba ben Avihu arrives in Bet Shirim. He comes from an important family in Babylon. His ancestry goes back to King David. Judah Hanassi becomes his teacher with a great goal. The time is coming when people will look for and not find guidance in the Torah, when they will look for and not find the teachings of the learned. Many answers to questions of everyday life are still only handed down orally. Together with his students, Judah Hanassi begins to write down the so-called oral Torah. What is created is the Mishnah, a compilation of all guidelines and teachings for a life in the spirit of the Torah.
We discover that in many respects, both the law of the Mishnah and the form in which it records it is quite new. In my estimation, the Mishnah is far more new than it is old, far more innovative or even revolutionary, because it had to address a very, very revolutionary period, a period that was literally unprecedented. And therefore, it went forward in very bold ways, keeping what it could of the old, but forging ahead with the new in a very aggressive fashion.
The Mishnah helps devout Jews to live the laws of the Torah in everyday life. So too with the dietary laws known as kashrut, that prescribe what can be eaten and what cannot. The Jews differentiate between kosher, pure, and trefa, impure. This holds for all food and its preparation. One of the many laws of the Torah is, "Thou shalt not sieve a kid in his mother's milk." For the family from Jerusalem, that means that they mustn't cook and eat milk and meat together. At their table, there is no meal that combines these two. For the kitchen, this means separate fridges, sinks, tablecloths, pots and cutlery. In the Jewish kindergarten Gan Israel in Berlin, 2 kitchen areas are completely separated because of this. On the left, they prepare milky things, and on the right, meaty things. Amongst animals, they also distinguish between pure and impure. Kosher are fish with scales, most poultry, and cloven-hoofed animals that chew the cud.
You will find many, many Jews who don't care very much about kashrut at all, who will refuse to eat pork or other pig products, because this became a very powerful symbol of what Jews shouldn't eat. And even today, for those who don't care about the technicalities of the law, when Jews want to eat as Jews, that sometimes means something as simple as not eating the product of the pig.
Kashrut also applies to drinks. Wine grower Christopher Koenig from Alsace produces kosher wine. He's regularly visited by Gabi Jalosinski, a rabbi from Strasbourg who checks every production step. He alone is allowed to break the seal of the barrels. Because wine is only kosher when no non-Jew has come into contact with it. The Strasbourg congregation needs wine for ritual purposes and also trades in it. 2% of the proceeds go to the needy. That's another condition for the kosher label. We are a people of traditions. Respect of traditions is what mainly allowed the Jewish people to continue to exist to this day. If one were to try to modernize or modify our traditions, it would be the downfall of the Jewish people, even if you can sometimes ask yourself if they make sense. After the loss of Jerusalem and the Temple, the Torah and the Mishnah become important sources of identity. The Jews are now a nation without a land, but their writings ensure their unity as a religious community. Once a people of the temple, they are now a people of the writings.